Hello and welcome to Sport This Morning. I'm Cecilia Amogbe.
It's great to have you join us again. I'm Taya Salah. This is what the show looks like. It's all about the Super Eagles of Nigeria. Today they'll take on Liberia in Monrovia in an international friendly. And Coach Genero is looking to give opportunities to French players in that setup, including 5 home-based players.
Hopefully, he should be able to do that today. The game is 7 p.m. Nigerian time. Right. We look forward to that. Also on the program, MFM, Lobby Stars are all out of the ITO Cup. Lobby Stars, remember, they are the top Nigerian league, so they will be the one to be representing Nigeria at the continent, talking about the CAF Champions League. But the thing is, they are out of the ITO Cup. MFM also joined them. Remember, Heartland, 3SC, Bendel Insurance, they are all out of it. So it's going to pave way for newcomers. And maybe Aqua United Rivers, they're still there. Rivers were ruthless last night.
Incredible stuff. I mean, but no surprises at all. I mean, this is what cup competitions is about everywhere in the world. Whenever it's cup competitions, the smaller sides want to show off. They want to show out. And that's exactly what happened yesterday. And MFM and Lobby Stars, Nigerian Professional League sides, are out in a round of 64. Also on the show, let's go and talk a bit of golf now. And that man on your screen, Justin Rose, is an Englishman, is the new world #1 in golf, replacing Dustin Johnson. I mean, we've gotten used to talking about Dustin Johnson
as world #1
for a long time now. Now we have a new name on our lips.
Someone who just calmly and quietly, steadily, just rising through the ranks.
Steadily.
Second spot. You know what that does to
you? I
you?
like that one. It's all about consistency when it comes to the ranking. And Justin Rose has been able to rise to world #1 despite losing in a playoff to Keegan Bradley. Keegan Bradley, I beg your pardon. That was at the BMW championship, but it didn't really matter. Second was enough for him.
It was enough. I mean, it's something he needed at that time. But then if you check the way it all happened, it's more like, should I use the word world #1 now, consolation for missing out? Because it was through sudden death, a playoff. That's how Keegan Bradley was able to win the BMW championship in the playoff.
Let's talk about that one first. Yeah, the actual game.
Yeah. And leave Justin for now.
Yeah, for now.
Okay, now let's start with him. He actually passed the first extra hole to edge the Englishman, talking about Ross, after the pair had finished regulation at 20 under par to 60 on Monday. So remember, it was supposed to have finished on Sunday, but because of rain and weather and all that, so it was shifted. Just look at what happened there, where he had to take it down to where you have some of the spectators. And this time around, Dustin Rose have actually booked the final hole of regulation. Then the final round was played on Monday. Thought about that.
That seemed frustrated after missing that putt, and that played a not too good role. And that's missing another putt right there. Again, Justin Rose, that didn't go for him too well in the playoff at all. And Keegan Bradley took full advantage. Look at him, Cecilia, managed to end a 6-year wait.
Drought. I mean,
wow.
6 years.
6 years.
No PGA title.
No PGA title. Keegan Bradley, BMW championship champion, is the one right there, celebrating with his wife and baby. I mean, after waiting for so long, 6 years is a long time, to go without winning a title in any professional sport.
Yeah, that's the way it is. But don't forget, he had some top stars who were actually here, but they didn't get to that playoff.
No,
the likes of Tiger
Woods, the Rory McIlroy as well,
and all that. So they didn't even get near at all.
So that's the congratulations to Keegan Bradley. Is the champion of the BMW championship. Now let's talk about the world #1, Justin Rose, that we were talking about before. Cecilia is English, the first Englishman to rise to #1 in a long time, since 2012 to be precise. And the last person was Luke Donald. And now you have another Englishman
right there
at the top. And for me, he's been very consistent, and he deserves to be #1. And that was his tweet immediately after achieving that feat.
Yeah, he said, "We did it, Dad. What #1? Thank you so much, my family, friends, and everybody that's helped me to achieve this incredible goal. Also, all his sponsors, thanking everyone."
I mean, looking to the sky.
Remember this guy, 2016, he won the Olympic gold medal.
Right.
He has won just one major. That was the US Open 2013.
Correct.
And right now, he's world #1. Well, what more can you say? He's
what more can you say?
long way to go.
So congratulations to Justin Rose, new world #1 when it comes to golf. We'll see how long he's able to hold on to that position, because trust me, the likes of DJ, Dustin Johnson, Rory McIlroy, all these other guys will keep chasing him. Justin Thomas as well too. Yeah. So let's see how that one pans out. We're not leaving golf just yet. This time, let's talk about the Ryder Cup.
Yes.
And finally, Team USA, the captain, Jim Furyk, is finally named his final pick. Now we have a 12-man roster. That last spot goes to
Tony Finau. Yep, that's a man. Interesting.
Not a surprise to me and to a lot of people. I mean, before revealing his pick, a lot of people actually thought it was going to go to Tony Finau. So it didn't really surprise us. And that's the final roster for Team USA. Some big hitters on that particular list there. Brooks Koepka, won the majors. Dustin Johnson, former world #1. Justin Thomas, Patrick Reed, Bubba Watson, multiple major winner. Jordan Spieth, Ricky Fowler. You can go on Webb Simpson, Tiger Woods, Phil Mickelson, Van DeChambeau, and now Tony Finau. So that's for Team USA.
All complete. And if you check, Finau hasn't actually won a PGA Tour, but he has actually topped the last 3 majors. He's finished in top 10. And, well, for Jim Furyk, he feels he is a team player. He looks like a basketball player. You saw his picture there. Like a team player. And that's one of the reasons he's speaking. Now, this is what you have with Team Europe also. It's all complete. Francesco Molinari, Rory McIlroy, John Ram, Tommy Fleetwood, Tyrone Hatton. You have Justin Rose, of course. I mean, the world #1 right now. Then you have Alex Noren, Tom John Olesen. Then you have Ian Potter, Eric Stenson, Paul Casey, and Sergio Garcia.
Right. Those last 4 were the wildcard picks for Thomas Bjorn. Let's go back to Tony Finau. And Jim Furyk has been explaining why he got chosen as the last pick. Let's listen to him now.
For guys that are in good form right now, he just went 2nd, 4th, and 8th in the playoffs. Played big and played good in big moments. 3 top 10s in major championships. He came over and played a practice round with us in Paris in July. I saw him play the golf course, liked what I saw. I just really feel like Tony checked all the boxes and had a lot of support from our vice captains, our players. But ultimately, I thought he was our best pick. He's got a great background at team sports. He looks like a basketball player. But Tony, he's going to fit in great. He's a real well-liked guy. He gets along with everyone, and I see a lot of options for him for pairings. No issues there.
That's it there. Jim Furyk, the USA Ryder Cup captain. Cecilia, I can't wait for this one to start. I think it's going to be very competitive. And, I mean, because of the names, stellar names all over for both sides. So you expect a very exciting Ryder Cup 2018.
Absolutely. It's going to be in Europe, so you say it favors
Paris,
Europeans.
to be precise.
To be precise. So the Europeans definitely be ready for this, knowing that world #1 is right there in their midst.
Yeah, world #1, right. That's
sounds
fantastic,
fun, right?
Fantastic.
Before this time around, Dustin Johnson.
All right, so we'll see how that one pans out. Tee-off is going to be September 28th to 30th in Paris. So let's move on from golf now. Let's go and talk about the US Open, the fallout from that final between Naomi Osaka and Serena Williams is still coming in. And this time we have updates on the International Tennis Federation. Yesterday was about the WTA coming out to back Serena Williams. But this time the ITF have come out to back their own man. That's talking about Carlos Ramos, the umpire, at the center of the whole controversy. And that's what they have to say. This guy, Carlos Ramos, is one of the most experienced and respected umpires in tennis. Mr. Ramos' decision were in accordance with the relevant rules and were reaffirmed by the USA's decision to fine Serena Williams for the 3 offenses, 3 code violations. It is understandable that this high-profile and regrettable incident should provoke debate. At the same time, it is important to remember that Mr. Ramos undertook his duties as an official according to the relevant rule book and acted at all times with professionalism and integrity. Very important. I was saying it yesterday, this guy hasn't done anything wrong, yet he's being pilloried by Super Serena fans. He's done what he was supposed to do according to the books, but some people can't give him a break.
Yeah, they can because they feel because the rule is actually inconsistent. Some umpires will allow that, and there's some who even said this same coach, this same Carlos Ramos, I mean, he has actually excused some players, on his mood and all that. So it happens because we're used to, seeing this in football and all that, where some players, so we're like, okay, it's no big deal. And why some were saying, okay, there's just this male and female thing, and that's when it's actually coming in the sex.
Yeah, that's the tricky one.
That's the tricky one there. So that's what, Serena is actually talking about. If you're saying it to me, I mean, two guys did the same thing in this same, event and all that.
Not exactly
they were not actually.
I didn't see anyone that called him a thief and a liar.
No, they didn't. Not the one. No, I think it was what triggers the whole thing is the coaching issue. That's what everyone is now focusing on. They're no longer talking about, because it was the aftermath of how they find the violation and all that of the first code, which was the coaching that led to Serena saying, you're a thief. You dock me your points and all that, so you're also a thief and all that. It was an aftermath of this particular incident. That's what people are now focusing on, the coaching aspect.
So that's what we should talk about now.
Which they're now saying, okay, in some cases, guys have done it and they've gone away with it. Why is Serena's case? Why is it different? That's what they're not saying. In this particular case, why not just, put it in the open?
I mean, funny enough, Patrick, the coach of Serena, came out to admit afterwards that
all the coaches are doing it.
He also said, he also said others are doing it as well. So why is it a big deal? So that's a debate that has to be had. And it's good to see now that the tournament director for the Australian Open has come out to say something about it. He says they should sort out the issue. And what does sorting out mean?
Okay,
totally
allow coaching.
That's
it. At Grand Slam level, WTA is allowed. Some events is allowed, and even in some men's tournaments. At the next gen, of course, you have that remote coaching that they tried in the last edition and all that. So this time around, they just wanted to. Why not just abolish the rule and let everyone coach?
Free reign.
Let's hear from him now.
Let's hear from the Australian Open director, Craig Tyler, speaking on this issue, and also Serena Williams.
And I think the sport, my comment is the sport has to really get itself sorted out on what it does with coaching. And just to be clear, are we going to have coaching? We're not going to have coaching, and what's it going to look like? You're talking to a coach here, so we'll have a specific view on it. And the view would generally be there has to be a certain element that needs to be allowed in the sport, and I think that needs to be looked at. So the sport needs to get together and really sort that out. And then I think once that's sorted out, you don't have the issue that you had in the finals. Serena has always been brilliant. She's a great champion of the Australian Open, and her comments after the finals often reflect that. And I think that environment in the US Open, it was a pressure-filled one. And, I think Serena's going for her. To tie the record of Grand Slams. She's at the later stages of her career, and you never know what's going to be around the corner. But in my communication with them prior to her playing the finals, she's excited about coming to the Australian Open in January. So I think there'll be extra attention drawn to her performance, but most importantly, hopefully to Naomi's performance, because I think that was pretty special.
Yeah, that's the fallout there. I love what he said about the fact that the Australian Open is in January, and this is the last Grand Slam of the year. Right. And all eyes will definitely be on Serena, and this debate is going to come up again. Unless WTA talked about the fact that, okay, they want to look into it in the next weeks. We'll see what happens before the Australian Open starts.
Yeah, but as it is right now, the rules are the rules. It's going to be that way, and if you violate it, then you're going to be punished. It's as simple as that. He also said that he understands what happened. There was a lot of pressure on the day, and probably that got to Serena, throwing her toys out the pram. So that's it for now. We'll continue to monitor the situation, and I'll bring you more updates. Let's go on a break now. When we'll come back, we'll be previewing Week 8 of the Nigerian Women's Football League. It's back. Stay with us.